we're uncovering the truth behind Google's co-founder, Larry Page. Is he just a human genius, or a mind that thinks like a machine? This is not science fiction. This is real power, real money, and real global influence.
Google controls what billions of people see, hear, and learn every day. But the real question isn't just what Google is, it's who created it. Larry Page, the genius behind the world's most powerful tech empire. Could his thinking be so precise, so ahead of its time, that people ask, is he human, or something beyond human intelligence? Today we break down Larry Page's deep secrets, money, global influence, and the truth behind the myth.
This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The content is based on theories and not verified facts.
Larry Page was born in 1973 in Michigan. Both parents were computer science professors working on artificial intelligence, long before AI became popular. From childhood, Larry lived around code, algorithms, and data. At just 12 years old, he was already writing programs to solve complex problems. People later said his thinking was not emotional. It was algorithmic.
Today, Larry Page sits among the richest humans alive. As of 2025, his net worth is estimated around $250 to $265 billion, making him one of the top 3 richest people on the planet, ahead of Jeff Bezos and only trailing Elon Musk. How did he get so rich? He owns roughly around 6% of Alphabet, the company that owns Google, YouTube, and Alphabet's AI future. And with that stake, every time AI models succeed or stocks rise, Larry gets richer by billions. In fact, Page and Brin's combined wealth now exceeds that of major global companies like Netflix and ExxonMobil, and that's before accounting for future AI earnings.
At Stanford, Larry met Sergey Brin. Together they created the PageRank algorithm. Instead of human opinion, it ranked websites mathematically. That single idea changed the internet forever. In 1998, Google was born, a machine designed to organize the world's information.
Even as a teenager, Larry loved solving complex problems. He wrote programs that could solve tasks faster than most adults could imagine. Google's search engine revolutionized information access. Larry Page is not just a tech entrepreneur. He thinks like an AI system, analyzing data, predicting outcomes, optimizing efficiency. His thinking is precise, logical, and visionary.
Larry's mind worked almost like an algorithm, calculating possibilities faster than most adults could imagine.
Larry's way of thinking mirrors AI logic, systematized, predictive, and highly efficient. Larry quietly decides what information the world sees and what it doesn't. Subtle world control.
Larry Page doesn't think emotionally. He thinks in systems, inputs, data, optimization, future prediction. That's exactly how AI works. He rarely gives interviews, stays silent, yet makes decisions that affect billions of people. That silence makes people wonder, how does one man see so far ahead? Elon Musk is experimental. Jeff Bezos is operational. Larry Page is predictive. He builds systems that run themselves, quietly.
Larry Page doesn't think emotionally. He thinks in systems, data in, prediction, optimization, efficiency. That's exactly how AI works. He avoids interviews, stays private, yet makes decisions that affect billions of people. That silence makes people wonder, how does one man see so far ahead?
Now here's what most people don't realize. Google is no longer just a search engine. Google is training AI on human behavior. Every search, click, video watch, location, and voice command feeds its AI models. Projects like DeepMind, Google Brain, Gemini AI, Waymo. These systems don't just answer questions, they predict behavior. Google's AI can predict what you'll search next, optimize ads before you click, influence what content spreads, automate decisions at massive scale. This is not public AI. This is strategic AI.
Google is not just a company, it is the digital backbone of the modern world. Google controls Search, YouTube, Android, Maps, Gmail, Chrome, Cloud, AI systems. Google processes nearly 190,000 searches every second. Android runs on around 80% of smartphones worldwide. YouTube shapes news, culture, and opinions for billions. That's not just influence, that's control over information.
Google doesn't need armies. It doesn't need governments. When Google changes an algorithm, millions of businesses rise or fall overnight. That's not just market power. That's system-level control.
YouTube isn't just a video app. It's the largest video platform in the world, used by billions for news, learning, entertainment, and culture. Its ad revenue alone is a major part of Alphabet's money machine.
Google search controls nearly 90% of global search traffic, meaning when you want information, you go to Google. Search results shape what you see first: news, products, opinions, and knowledge. YouTube isn't just a video site, it's the largest global entertainment and learning platform used by billions daily. Android, the mobile operating system owned by Google, runs on about 80% of smartphones worldwide, meaning Larry Page's company touches almost every human with a phone. This isn't just technology, this is influence over global culture, commerce, and information itself. Search AI predicts every click. YouTube AI controls attention and trends. Vision AI recognizes faces, objects, emotion. Maps AI predicts where you'll go next. Gemini v DeepMind, the brain connecting it all. These are not software. They are the nervous system of the digital world. Google doesn't just make AI. It buys the future, billions of dollars every year. DeepMind, $1+ billion. Next-gen intelligent. Waymo, self-driving cars and transportation cities. Anthropic, $500+ million. Language AI smarter than human. Healthcare v biotech AI, billions invested, predicting life, disease, even death. Cybersecurity v cloud AI, multi-billion, monitoring the digital world. Startups v AI company, shaping finance, robotics, space, automation. Google alone earns $300+ billion annually. Larry Page's net worth, over $120 billion, controlling this empire silently. These aren't random moves. They are global nodes of control, all feeding Larry Page's vision. Imagine, if AI predicts your choices, if Google controls what you see, if billions of dollars are invested to shape the future of humanity, then, who really controls your life, your thoughts, your world? Larry Page is human, but the empire he built thinks, predicts, and acts without asking anyone.
Larry Page didn't stop at Google Search. He built a network of companies under Alphabet that control entire industries: YouTube, video, culture ads, Google Cloud, enterprise AI and digital infrastructure. DeepMind, the world's leading AI research lab, now working on advanced models like Gemini. Waymo, self-driving cars generating real paid rides across cities. These are not side projects, these are future tech powerhouses shaping tomorrow. Here's something most people don't know. Larry Page predicted the rise of AI long before ChatGPT went viral. He envisioned AI taking over search back in the early 2000s, years before competitors even realized what was coming. This forward thinking isn't normal. It's almost machine-like logic blended with human creativity. His quiet but intense focus on AI meant Google had internal models ready before the big public explosion, but they waited, a secret strategy that only now is becoming public.
Larry Page once said in private notes, AI will eventually outperform human decision-making in almost every field. Larry's early AI experiments and secretive projects may already shape the future of technology, before we even realize it. Larry quietly decides what information the world sees and what it doesn't. Subtle world control.
Apple dominates hardware. Amazon dominates e-commerce. Microsoft dominates enterprise software. But Google dominates information itself. Search, videos, mobile phones, maps, ads, i.e., no other company controls the digital entry point to human knowledge like Google does.
Alphabet's market value is around $3.5 to $3.7 trillion. In 2025, Alphabet crossed $100 billion revenue in a single quarter. That's over $1 billion per day, $40 million per hour,
$700,000 per minute, and every second $11,000.
This is not a company, it's an economic superpower.
Now let's talk about rank, because rank equals power. As of 2025, Google's parent company Alphabet is ranked first place middle top 5 most valuable companies in the world. First place middle number 1 global search engine is almost equal to 90% market share. First place middle number 1 digital advertising company. First place middle top 3 AI companies on Earth. First place middle top cloud plus AI infrastructure provider. No other company dominates information, AI, mobile, and video at this level.
Google, or rather its parent company Alphabet, is one of the wealthiest companies ever, ranking it third in the world among all corporations. Only Nvidia and Apple are bigger right now. This ranking isn't just numbers. It means Alphabet has more economic weight than most countries. Its influence spans global advertising, cloud infrastructure, digital culture, through YouTube, and the very architecture of the internet. In 2025, Google even surpassed Microsoft in market capitalization, a milestone showing how powerful its AI strategy and product dominance have become.
Apple dominates hardware. Amazon dominates e-commerce. Microsoft dominates enterprise software. But Google dominates information itself. Search, videos, mobile phones, maps, ads, i.e., no other company controls the digital entry point to human knowledge like Google does.
Even after stepping down as CEO, Larry Page still holds massive influence. Through supervoting shares, Larry Page and Sergey Brin control Alphabet's major decisions. Sundar Pichai runs daily operations, but the biggest strategic decisions still trace back to the founders. This is silent power. No elections, no speeches, no spotlight.
Larry Page once said AI will outperform human decision-making in almost every field. Now think carefully. If AI makes decisions, and Google controls AI, who controls tomorrow? So, is Larry Page an AI? No. He's human. But when one human helps build the world's #1 ranked tech empire, controls trillions in value, billions in data, and AI systems that shape reality, his mind doesn't feel human anymore. It feels like the operating system of the digital world.
Larry's way of thinking mirrors AI logic, systematized, predictive, and highly efficient. Do you think someone like Larry Page is human, or something beyond?
But his mind works almost like a machine, calculating, predicting, and influencing the world silently. His wealth, his control over Alphabet's subsidiaries, and his influence over global information flow make him one of the most powerful tech minds alive today.
Elon Musk is experimental. Jeff Bezos is operational. Larry Page is predictive. He builds systems that run themselves quietly.
So when people ask, is Larry Page an AI? They're not talking about biology. They're talking about results. Top global rank, trillions in value, billions of lives influenced. That's not normal success. That's historic power.
So tell me, is Larry Page just human, or the mind behind an AI empire?
But his influence shapes the digital world you live in. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit like, subscribe, because the next tech mind might be even more powerful.